We're talking about breakout players for you folks today, and in this video, we're going to give you a list of 5 players who I think is going to break out for the Detroit Lions in the 2022 NFL season. We'll range from defense and offense, and I'll go on the reasons why, and we will get into it. But before we get into this video, if you think it's a real fun and sound idea to take your tongue, stick it out right into a metal fan while it's on high, go ahead and subscribe to my channel, because we talk all things Detroit Lions news and rumors. So sometimes being a Lions fan, you can lose some body parts. Also, make sure you take that like button with you and let that bad boy get cut. Let's get into today's Lions breakout players. Let's start with the edge position, a player who I think the Detroit Lions will see a big improvement from last year to this year is Romeo Okwara. Well, first off, he was injured last year, didn't get a whole lot of playing time at all, barely any. So him coming back is a big boost, but I think adding the parts to this defensive line, this draft, we're talking about Aiden Hutchinson and Pascal, and then in another year in the system with the young guys of Levi and Wuzurike, who's coming back healthy, as well as Lee McNeil, is going to boost the production for other players, one such as Romeo Okwara. I think he's going to show his worth this season and really have an opportunity to sack the quarterback more than general. He was the man last year. He was the man before last. He's been the man for the Detroit Lions the last couple years. He don't have to be that. The expectations are not for him to be the guy. He's got help around him, and it's going to boost his production, and I think he'll have a breakout year and really help the Lions out on sacking the quarterback, something that we've been bad at last year and last couple years. Folks, go ahead and smash that like button. Let's get to 400 likes in this video. With your help, I know it can happen. You guys are greatness regarding the Pride Nation. The more likes we get, the more chance this video gets pushed out there. And guess what? We're going against multimedia attacking our Detroit Lions. And I would love to push this content out there for the Lions fans. Smash that like button. Next player on my list who has a breakout year. Wow, this little thing pictures pushing is having seizures is quarterback Jared Goff. And he's saying, no, you're a Goff truther. Come on. It's not being a Goff truther or a Goff hater. It's about the production around him. We're talking about talent-wise, folks. The talent around him is much improved from what it was last year. The whole freaking thing, we could talk about the offensive line. Healthy Taylor Decker. Healthy Frank Ragnow. Cohesive offensive line. Running backs healthy right off rip. And if there is an injury, we do got a pretty good, core of running backs. But how about the wide receivers? The wide receivers this year is above and beyond better than what it last year. Last year was sweaty cheeks bad. It was terrible. He had nothing to work with. This year, Jameson Williams. I mean, right off rip, one of the best electric players, wide receivers in this year's draft. DJ Chark, he's got that big-bodied, at least height-wise, to go down and make the big plays. Amon-Ra St. Brown, Josh Reynolds, Khalif Raymond, and Quintez Cephas. That's his core of wide receivers. Much better. That's going to make his production better. And yet, another piece, TJ Hockenson's healthy. TJ Hockenson, the guy who can run it up and destroy folks, destroy linebackers in the middle. Guess what, folks? He's healthy, and we got a better tight end number 2. Just got to wait till he's healthy. And I think that alone will boost his numbers up. Plus, considering the fact that year 2 of the system, it's not Anthony Lynn, it's Ben Johnson. All the way from rip. And if you look from the beginning of last year to the end of the last year, the beginning was bad. The second half was much improved. Jared Goff should be a breakout player. What should we say for stats here? Well, I would say, you know what? He can get 4,300 yards passing. Not bad. 32 touchdowns, 12 interceptions. I think that's reasonable for our quarterback, Jared Goff. Speaking of playmaker, how about the guy who we drafted just a couple years ago, fairly early in the draft, T.J. Hockenson? Breakout year. We've needed a player to break out. In him, he's been injured, but now he has, just like we're talking about Jared Goff, he's not the main guy. Defenses got to pay attention to DJ Chark. They got to pay attention to Jameson Williams. The running backs as a whole, they have to. And by the defense paying attention to all these other weapons, big old T.J. Hockenson just going to roam up the middle and rip them up with some big plays. And most importantly, I think, for T.J. Hockenson, how about touchdowns? His touchdowns are going to go up because of it, and that's important for the Detroit Lions. The red zone targets, he will get targeted in the red zone. Jared Goff, Ben Johnson, he says, I'm going to get it to you, T.J. Hockenson, and I think he has a big-time breakout year for the Detroit Lions. And that's a big plus, folks, big plus. How many yards do I say? Well, how about maybe we'll do 750 yards. Okay, and 9 touchdowns. I think he can do a big production compared to what he's done previous years till this year. All I got to do is stay healthy. Sky's the limit for our great tight end, T.J. Hockenson. But what is a player for you guys to have a breakout season? Let me know in the comment section below. Is there a player that I'm not talking about? Could it be DeAndre Swift? Could it be, Tracy Walker? Could it be Jameson Williams? Is there a player I'm not talking about? Name the player in the comment section below. Let's turn this bad boy into an epic conversation for Lions fans. To get creative, let me know in the comment section. Next player on my list had a breakout second half. Wide receiver Amon-Ra St. Brown. Now, folks, he's got a full year in the system. Yep, we're talking about full year, folks. And he's got weapons around him. He wanted the big receivers around him. He got it. He asked Santa Claus, get me some help. And guess what? Santa Claus got him some help. Brad Claus got him some help. Got him some wide receivers. And that's going to open it up for Amon-Ra St. Brown. You'd think he had a great year last year. Oh, and he did. Especially the second. He really did. For a rookie. It's going to be better this year, folks. Amon-Ra St. Brown's going to break out. He's going to get open. He's going to make some plays for this higher, fast-paced offense that Dan Campbell's talking about. Ben Johnson's targeting him. He's going to get a lot of passes. How about we go 1,200 yards passing? We'll do 6 touchdowns. 6 touchdowns because there's just so many other weapons around to get those touchdowns. And he's going to get some big-time yards. I love what Amon-Ra St. Brown can do for the Detroit Lions. Before we go to our final player, other players that could have a breakout season, folks. There is many other players that can do it. Other players that could have a breakout season. How about DeAndre Swift potentially could have a breakout season? No doubt about it. Running football, offensive line, if he stays healthy, he should have a pretty freaking good season. Tracy Walker, I talked a little bit of her. Now he's got some help around him to have a better season. You can always talk about offensive linemen, no doubt about it. But let's admit it, folks. Our offensive line's a breakout anyways. They're already breaking out. They break out all the freaking time. That's what they do because they're extremely talented. Levi Onwuzurike, I would love for Levi Onwuzurike to have a breakout year because it was subpar last year due to injury. Now he's in shape. Now he's healthy. That's what it's all about. But let me know a breakout player for you guys. Folks, you need to go to Lions Nation Unite and subscribe to the YouTube channel. We are dropping content literally every single day on this channel. It's freaking for you, made by Herman Moore, epic. You can also follow them on Twitter, Lions Nation U, trying to get to 1,000 followers. Follow it to get the latest and greatest regarding Detroit Lions. And most importantly, folks, you need to download the app, LionsNationUnite.com. Get the app. We're doing videos, live streams on there every single day. I am, 5 days a week. I'm dropping live streams on there. So if you don't want to miss out on none of that stuff, go ahead, download the app, and let's get at it. Last and surely not least, Aiden Hutchinson, our number 2 pick for the 2022 NFL Draft will have a breakout year. I think he's going to change this defensive line. We've had subpar, no-face players on this defensive line. No one breaking out for years. No one showing beast mode for years. It's been a while since we have seen a player on this defensive line really show themselves. This newly acquired player for the Detroit Lions named Aidan Hutchinson from Michigan, I think he's going to have a breakout year. I think he's going to get 10-plus sacks. And for a rookie, that's pretty good. If you look at Nick Bosa, if you look at Chase Young, if he can get that, that's a breakout year. But most importantly, he's going to get pressures on the quarterback. And it's going to open singles for other players, such as a Romeo Okwara. That's vital towards the Detroit Lions defensive line. We have been terrible getting after the quarterback. We have been terrible getting pressures. We've been terrible at stopping the run. I think Aiden Hutchinson, he's going to come in there. He's going to be one of the best players on the defensive line. Day one. And that's a breakout to me. That's important to me. It's important for the Detroit Lions to have that. And we're going to have that, folks. And that's what's really awesome. So let me know in the comment section what your breakout players is and why. In the upcoming videos, folks, we do got the One Pride podcast on my channel every single Thursday. Get ready for that mailbag video Saturday, 11 in the morning. It is questions from you from the One Pride podcast. So all those questions you have, I feature them so you can be on a video. That's what it's all about, folks. Make sure you follow me on all social media sites. Lions Nation Unite, Twitter, Facebook. Let's get that thing crack-a-lacking, folks. With that said, folks, adios.